Okay. All right, today I'm kind of excited. I'm heading in over to Sam's Club. I'm going to pick up a metal shelf because I have finally found a place to put my cast iron out for people to see and buy. It's an antique mall called Le Boulevard, and it's not too far from where I live, so I'm going to give this a try. It's going to be an interesting space, interesting setup. I shopped around a little bit, as you know, looking for different spots, and some of these consignment places are pretty high, and some of the flea markets for space is pretty high, but this is right near me, so it's very convenient, and I can get a 5x5 space for roughly $125 a month, and they only take 15% of the sale price. So I'm going to give it a try. It's like a 3-month commitment and then month to month. So if it doesn't work out, I don't lose a whole lot. I don't have a whole lot of high hopes that I'm really going to make a lot of money. I don't really know if there's a big of a market, so I'm going to just try to, I'm really going to try it, see what I can do, and I'm hoping maybe, be able to market it a little bit with it too. So I'm going to drive in here, pick up a few things for my booth. I'm excited about decorating the booth, and a bunch of other people in our group are probably going to help add some other stuff that might be non-cast iron. And also this kind of satisfies my obsession to going into flea markets and thrift stores, right? Now that I have a little space in an antique mall, I can at least rationalize a little bit easier that this is business. I'm not really much of an eBayer. I sometimes will eBay stuff, but this is just a side thing that I enjoy. I'm not looking to do this as a living, but I do think it'll be fun to kind of try to see if I can subsidize my adventure. And I really think, that's kind of the fun part of everything, right? Is being able to have a hobby that doesn't completely drain you. If you can have something that where the bills are actually paid and it kind of pays for itself, that's pretty rewarding, and that's really as much as I can ask for. So I'm gonna give it a try. And when I was over there, check out this cute little thing I picked up. This is a Lodge little thing. It says Lodge HP2, and it's got a patent number on it. It's like a little dip bowl or something. I don't know what you would call it. It's probably some kind of a serving dish of some sort. I'd never seen it before. This was $10 in there, and there was another one there. I just took one of them. So I'm going to find out more about this too. So let's go get that metal shelf. All right, so here I am, actually in the area that I'm going to be in. So this little area is going to be mine. I've just got this pegboard up here right now. I'm going to be putting a shelf there, and we'll slowly get the place together and see what comes of it. Not in a bad location too. This is one of the main things that goes right up to the front. So come in, turn around. You can see there's a lot of really beautiful stuff around here. It's definitely not junky. So we'll see how it goes. Making progress here, getting my shelf set up, kind of looking at how other people have their shelves to see how much room. I've got 6 shelves. Do I create some big ones or some little ones? I didn't think about measuring pans, but I think I'll create a wide shelf down here in the bottom for the bigger pans so that if they fall, they don't have far to fall. I guess. Hopefully they won't fall. All right, so here I am working on Photoshop. I'm creating these handouts. Probably going to be just little signs that are going to be up in my booth about what's so special about cast iron cookware, why buy my cast iron cookware. Just trying to kind of create some little instructional stuff. And got a little thing here on how to care for your vintage cast iron, how to season and reseason. And of course, I'm still working on this part, so I'm not really going to talk too much about it. I'll just turn that down right there. But I am making progress on the booth. Here's a banner that I made up that I had a bigger one that I never even really used because I didn't even get a chance to set it up at an outside thing. So I'm going to try, I made a smaller version of 2 foot by 4 foot that'll fit into this little booth. And we'll see what happens from there. So I was walking around the store and I saw what looked like one of those perch pans, the fish cast iron pans.
but it wasn't lodged. It looked like it was a modern version. So I put it back, went around the store, and I was going to do a little video on it, and it's gone. I tell you, you gotta keep, things don't hang around very long here. All right, so now I'm kind of curious who snagged the pan. I'm kind of bored, so I'm kind of want to see which basket it's in. I know that's weird, but things you do. Well, it just went poof. But you know what? I bet you I'll find it like on another shelf somewhere. I really don't care. I don't want it. I just thought it was interesting. It was there, minute it was there, next minute it wasn't. It's pretty common for this to happen. Like something will disappear and then you'll find it 2 days later. Weird. So when you go to these thrift stores long enough, you start to notice all kinds of patterns. You know, definitely regulars that come and they have particular things they're interested in, different techniques people use. You can see the professionals, you know, they'll load up their cart with all kinds of stuff and then they'll find a corner and go through everything. And then there's others that just kind of poke around that are looking for very specific stuff. So now that I got this shop, I'm kind of like poking around, looking at anything that I think I might be able to also add to it. These baked brie. So basically it's a cast iron pot with some nuts added. Made in China, of course. So I'll see if I can find anything else that might just kind of go with it. Like I found a book on cast iron cooking. So I'll include that in my booth. Different little things. You never know. Because I think it's going to be hard to actually make enough money to make it worth my while. So every little thing I can grab, I will. But I guess it has to have some kind of a cohesive, you know, thing with the booth. We'll see. I have no idea. I'm going to kind of look at the whole flea market booth thing as a learning experience, you know, like I'm fascinated by the dynamics. So I'm going to be paying attention to also what goes on in one of these flea markets. And I think there's actually a big community around them. So there's that, but there's also just the dynamics of, are anybody who rents those booths out really making money? Or most of them not? Well, we're going to find out because I'm going to do it and I'm going to share everything with you. All right, enough meandering. I don't know what I'm doing. I just need to check out. I got some goofy little things, just cheap stuff that I need. And I'll always pick up good grounded 15 amp extension cords, especially for $1. I'll get those all day long. So this is nothing I'm going to resell. Just a binder to keep track of my sales. This is a little thing for my car. Some water bottles. This is pretty neat. Look, this is 99 cents in it. Look, you can put your own coffee and tea at the bottom of it. It's like a French press and a thing. That's pretty neat. So I'm going to play around with that for $1. Didn't really find anything other than that. Never did see the perch pan. I wanted to show it because I got one that's a lodge. This one was not a lodge. I'm pretty sure it was a modern made, but it was like a copy of it. All right, here I am, moving some stuff in, setting some stuff up in the booth and everything. So I'm going to be going through all this. I've got some little tags I'm going to be putting on stuff. And just generally kind of trying to get everything organized. So let's see how it goes. All right, here's our first iteration of the booth. I have a small inventory of about 24 pans set up initially, and I've got a thing here which talks about what's so special about cast iron, why buy mine, and then some little basic care instructions. And and I've got it just says take a picture with your phone, so anybody that gets it, they can kind of take a picture with their phone and get that. And then here's the initial inventory. Got a nice little the tea kettle, this Finex Dutch oven, some Le Creuset pieces here. This is a really nice Lodge number 8, just beautiful. Only asking $70 for it. Some little wooden utensils. There's a Lodge muffin pan. That's a more modern thing. Here's my cheapy pan. This is a $10 Asian grill pan. And then up here on the wall, got a number 4 Griswold, pretty rare pan. Here's a number 10 Griswold small block logo. Favorite Peakware. There is the chicken pan with the slant logo, really rare piece. I'm going to ask $250 for that. Number 5 Wagner, number 12 Lodge, early Lodge without the 2-letter designations. Some BSR pans and some Wagners. There's a 3S BSR right there, I know, which is pretty sought after. I think $45 is a good price in this market for that. I could probably get even more. Anybody who collects BSR, this is probably going to become more and more valuable. Here's a gate marked piece, number 7 griddle. Really beautiful condition. Some Lodge 5 notches. I've got the, I don't know if I really should sell this or not. This is the BSR enameled number 8. I've only asked $45, which I think is a really good deal, but it has a few minor chips in it, but it's in really good condition. I have a feeling that's going to go fast. Wagner number 10, BSR number 7, Century, Wagner number 3. This is a really beautiful Wagner skillet. Look at this, still has the swirl marks on it. And I'm only asking $50 for this. There's Wagner ware. Now, it's not the Sydney O, it's a little bit later, but really a beautiful piece. So I think my prices are quite fair. We'll see what the market's gonna do to it, and then I will report to everybody else. All right, so let's take a quick little walk to show where my booth is in this place. Right down here. It's really beautiful. This place is just full of so much really beautiful art. This is really one of the nicest quality setups I've seen. Look at the wood made out of cypress pulled up from the river. And here's me. Not a whole lot initially, but I'm getting there. So we'll see how it goes. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and enjoying the video series and supporting me thus far by subscribing and clicking like and all of that. And if you want to catch me on TikTok, sometimes I have previews of what I'm working on that I haven't published lately. That's at TikTok/@WisdomStudio. And if you're on Facebook, look up the group Vintage Cast Iron Hunting, Restoration, Identification, and Sales. And until next time.